Good morning. My name is Pierpaolo Campostrini. I am the director of Corila since the year 2000. In my professional life, when I met UCC for the first time, I was not so aware about the issue of the cost and coastal protection. Actually, Corila is dedicated to the research on the lagoon. In that early period, the first year 2000, I was learning about the lagoon, but the lagoon is made of the water body, the transitional water body of the lagoon, but also of the littoral islands and the sea in front of them. So also the Venice Lagoon has a coast, a particular coast with dunes, with all the dunal system, which should be understood and protected too. So through UCC, I came into this new, for me, environment of the coastal protection, and UCC reflection were essential to me for understanding the role of the coast in the complex ecosystem, also in the transitional ecosystem like the delta and the lagoon. So it was really a learning occasion to me for meeting when I met Albert Salman, of course, and his staff. And it was something that we grew a bit in Italy, also through an important European project of the 6th framework program, where we were able to set up a network for costa, Rete Italiana della Costa, which was connected in that moment with the other networks occurring in the different countries. So we had the opportunity to discuss at European level. It was really essential because we were in that moment in a particular transition phase in Italy concerning coastal protection, which came from the state, were given to the regions for a constitutional modification that occurred in those years. But this transition was not so clear, not all the regions answering the same way. So also a role of a small association supported in Italy mainly by the scientific community. It was in some sense important to share and to diffuse the good practices along the 8,400 kilometers of European coast. Then we had the final event of this project, which name was Ancora, was chosen to be part of a littoral conference which was held in Venice in the year 2008. In that moment, the president of UCC was Johan van della Notte. It occurred to me to be vice president of him, again, another person from which I learned a lot. We were able to present in that moment, in some sense, a transition from coastal protections to the maritime spatial planning, which in those days the directive was anticipated by a recommendation issued by the European Commission. In 2009, it was the first European Maritime Day, which was held in Rome. With John and others, we were able to be important part of the discussion, which carried afterwards to the directive. We were placed, our small association at UCC, inside an important group, the group of 10, a mysterious wording for saying a number of persons which supported the Commission to elaborate further in the coastal protection and maritime spatial planning. And therefore, we followed the Commission. We were essential. Those days was quite important for Europe, I believe. So the role of UCC went well beyond the nature of a small but important NGO, for becoming in some sense a role of consultancy for the states, for the nations which were involved. By sure, in Italy and also in other countries. I'm speaking about Italy because I was this is my point of observation. And it became instrumental for many things. I would say that played an essential, maybe not so much recognized role, but the spirit of UCC went well beyond the border of the membership of the association. So in really deep in my heart, deep in my professional experience, these days were particularly important for the quality of the people that I met, for the friends that I get in this occasion, and also for many other things that it is really impossible to squeeze inside a few seconds of message. So my message for UCC is that I am happy that UCC is further and renovating, is always renovating, because it is important to renovate always our life, our intention, but address it to a fixed scope, so to provide a better future for the next generation. This is, I believe, one of the strongest messages UCC is able to give even today. Ciao a tutti.